What's going on, Culinary Crusaders? Pitmaster Shane D back again with another list of 5 things. That's right, we're going to kick ass, we're going to take names, and this mother trucker is about to get real. So grab your pen and paper. You're going to want to take some notes of the things that irked me this week. Come on back and check it out. Hey guys, thanks for coming back. We just took a break. We're building a new little lean-to here. It's gonna be our new little barbecue shack. We're putting our bigger pits and stuff in, and I thought I would just take a break. It's Independence Day. It's middle of the week. God bless all who served, and you know what? Today's a day that we should all be coming together and supporting one another, and remembering that today is about America and our freedoms, and not about our own political diatribes and all that mess. So. I'm rocking my USS Independence shirt, CV-62, tip of the spear. Yeah, that was great. I used to ride that boat in Japan when I served in the Navy. Had a lot of good times there. So I had to rock the Independence shirt on Independence Day. But hey, that's not why you're here. You're here to hear my list of 5 things this week. Definitely the most popular series that I do on this channel. So let's jump right in. Thing number 1. Good barbecue. Can we just stop having this argument? It's got to be like this to be good barbecue. If it's not like that, it's bad barbecue. Can't we just like barbecue? What happened to just liking barbecue? Why is it that my way of doing it is the only way of doing it? Why is it that if you don't do it the way my grandpa did it in, 1923, then it's bad barbecue? Why is it if it has sauce, it's bad barbecue? Why is it if it doesn't have sauce, it's bad barbecue? Didn't we leave enough room in the Constitution for, I don't know, liking barbecue? Didn't it go something like, the pursuit of awesome barbecue and happiness? I'm pretty sure that's in there, right? No? Okay. It should be. It should be. Founding Fathers, we need to fix that one. Let's just stop arguing over what good barbecue is. Let's define it as this right here. If I put it in my face and I like it, it's good. And I don't have to expect everyone else to agree with me. That's the core problem. We want verification. We want everyone to agree with us to prove that we are right. That's not how the world works, guys. In fact, it's okay to stand in the gap alone and like something different. It's cool. You got to be a little different. If we were all the same, it wouldn't be any fun. Who would we argue with? I don't know. So anyway, and by the way, if we all had the same views, I wouldn't have 5 things that irk me each week. So that'd kill my podcast. Boo. Okay, next thing. Barbecue myths versus folklore. Man, what am I talking about? I can't count the number of times that I've heard the following. I always use this amount of rub at exactly this time, in this step, to do X, Y, and Z. Because I scored a 180 at this one contest back in 1992 doing this. Man, that's a bunch of crap. Yeah, you got lucky one time, and maybe your process scored well for you multiple times. Great. The other side of that is, I do it this way because my grandpa's grandpa did it this way on a block pit way back in the day. So if you don't do it this way, you're wrong. Well, that kind of goes back to good barbecue, guys. There's a lot of different ways to skin that cat, as my grandpa used to say. And by the way, we've advanced a little bit since then. We no longer have to worry about dying from malaria and scurvy and dysentery on the Ozark Trail. Who played that game as a kid? I totally did. Totally did. It was great. You have died from dysentery. Your whole family is going to die now. Yeah, anyway, it was a Oregon Trail, that's what it was. Oregon Trail. That was a great game. But listen, my point is this. Barbecue's evolved. We've evolved. The way we cook barbecue's evolved. And it should be ever evolving. Listen, tradition is a beautiful thing, okay? And it has its place. But tradition is tending the flames, not worshiping the ashes. Do you hear me? Worshiping the ashes gets us nowhere. Nowhere. carrying on the torch forward. That's where it's at. That's what it's about. That's why I do this. That right there. If you don't understand that, and you're not trying to carry it forward for the next generation, man, get out the way. Get out the way. I am so tired of hearing this stuff that's not based on real science or even good logic. I just call it bro science anymore. Bro, you gotta wrap your brisket at exactly this time, otherwise it won't turn out. Bro, you never trim your brisket. Bro, you gotta do this to your pork. Yeah, man, screw all that. You know what you gotta do to your meat? Whatever you've proved works for you that you like to eat. That's what you gotta do. Understand? That's it. Let's get rid of the myth and the folklore and the bro science, all that crap. You know what? I may not agree with everything that Meathead Golden says on his site, and I have a little different way of doing things, but I respect that he's tested the crap out of it. That I can get behind, and that's why AmazingRibs.com still to this day gets my recommendation, because I at least appreciate that he's going out of his way to actually test, not just perpetuate folklore. Next thing, totally unrelated to food and barbecue. Actually, it is related to food. Standing in the damn aisles talking. Listen, I don't know if it's a southern thing or what, but we don't have to have a family damn reunion in the aisle of the local Piggly Wiggly or Walmart. Come on now. Get out the way. I need to get my freaking tasty Coho cream donuts. I mean, come on. I'm a fat guy. I'm in there. I want to get what I want to get. I want to get out. No, I don't care about Aunt Susie and her rewards or whatever. No, man. No, I know I'm being rude. I get it. I'm stepping out of line. But, dude, it's not the place to talk about that stuff. It's just not. Hey, group text. Have you ever tried that? How about a Facebook message? Can't we do that instead of talking in the aisles, standing in the way of the steaks? Get out my way, lady. I'm fat. I need my steak. Come on, man. I don't understand why we got to congregate at the end of an aisle, in the middle of an aisle, before the register, but trying to get out the door. That one drives me crazy right there. These people gaggled at the door when you're trying to get out after you already paid. Get the hell out the store and go to your car and put your milk up. It's going bad, people. Come on. Why? Why? Just don't do it. If you got something to say, handle it like this right here. Hey, man, we need to get together. You want to go to dinner? Hey, my treat, bro. I'll even buy you a beer, but we need to probably catch up and talk. Oh, you busy? That's cool. Let's set a time and let's talk. Or, hey, I'm going to call you later because we need to talk about Aunt Josie and her planner warts, okay? Because they for real. They serious, and we got to get on top of them because you know how she get, okay? Handle it that way. Get out of the way at the store. Stop it. Just stop it. Ask holes. A-S-K, holes. That's the next topic. This one was brought to me by a couple people in a couple different ways. And I'm going to cover both ways as basically the last two things. But let's start with the ask holes. So what is an ask hole? It's someone who relentlessly asks you a question. It goes something like this. Hey, bro, how would you cook a brisket? Well, I would cook a brisket like this, this, and this. Oh, really? Because I do it like this. I think you're wrong. Or so-and-so says do it like this. Or I read over here they do it like that. And don't you cook at 245? They cook at 275. I think you're wrong. Why did you ask me? Right? Stop it. Just stop it. Listen, you ask this question. How would you cook a brisket? I didn't ask you what research you've done. I didn't come to you seeking information. You came to another place for information. You did. You. So I didn't also, by answering your question, I did not invite a debate. I did not want to have to, I don't know, defend the way I cook a brisket. Listen, you cook that damn brisket however you want to. I really don't care. You know why? I'm not eating it. You are. So cook it however you want. But if you ask me a question that sounds like, how would you do something? I'm going to tell you exactly the way Pitmaster Shane D does this stuff. And I may even tell you 2 or 3 ways, because I got 5 ways to do everything. But don't be mad at me, or don't start a debate with me about, well, so-and-so says they do it like this. Good, man. Hey, Malcolm Reed just released a video. He never trims that. Man, I know Malcolm. He's like me. He's looking for content. He's going to show you 37 ways to cook the same thing. You know why? Because he releases a video every week, and he's got to freaking have content. I get it. I appreciate it. I like what he does. I watch it every single week. And I respect what he puts out. But it doesn't mean it has to be congruent with what I say. And what I say doesn't have to be congruent with what he says. You know why? He's a different grown-ass man. Right? Right? He spent a lot of time researching this. He spent a lot of time developing what works for him. And that's awesome. You know what I've done? Spent a lot of time developing what works for this fat kid right here. Okay? So, listen, don't be that way. That's what I'm saying. Don't be that way, man. If you ask for something, and if you don't agree with the information, go, Roger that, duly noted, peace out. That's all you got to say. Thanks for your time. Peace. Okay. Roger. Anything in the affirmative, and leave if you don't like it. You don't have to listen. You requested the information, okay? I know people are going to read that as, you don't like people asking you questions. Nope. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. They're also going to say, you're just angry at people. That ain't it. That ain't it at all. I love everybody. I do. I really do. My religion says I must love everyone as I love myself. I do. I love myself a lot. But understand, even I have limits for myself. And I have limits of which I can take. Because I am but a man. And sometimes those limits get crossed. That's why I have to do 5 things to kind of repent and absolve myself of the frustration. So, listen, if you're going to ask a question, just do it the right way. And if you don't agree with what I say or Eddie Hank says, or, you know what, that's one right there. I think Eddie's even the one who brought this up. Eddie and I aren't allowed to have a difference of opinion. Why? He's got a completely different cooking experience. He cooks for a completely different reason than I cook. We're going to have completely different methods for the most part. I guarantee we both tested 1,000 methods, and we're doing what works for us. So, right on, brother. There's Eddie always does a fist bump right there. There's a fist bump back to you, Eddie. Right on, dude. Do it you. Do you. Do however you want to do, and I'm down for it. Take your pictures, put your peppers on the plate, put your I don't care. Do you, brother, because you're doing it well, and that's what matters. But he and I don't have to agree on everything. Now, let's segue into the other piece of that. And man, listen, I'm going to put this paper down because I'm about to get animated up in this one. You ready? This one bothers me even more than the assholes because they're just like the assholes, but they're worse. You know what they are? Recipe whiners. I am so tired of this one right here. It starts off one or two ways. I'm going to put both scenarios out there. Buckle in because this is going to be long. Hey, man, I got this piece of meat. You got a recipe for it? Yep, sure do. It's right here. Yeah, I don't want to cook it that way. I don't want to wrap it. Okay, bro. So do a Google search. Hey, man, you got a recipe for? Here's a great example. I'll use a live example. This one happened the other day to me. Hey, bro, how do you cook salmon? You got a good salmon recipe? Yeah, I got a couple. Here they are. Oh, man, yeah, I don't really like any of those. You got a salmon recipe that only includes salt, and I forget the spices he named, because that's what I got in my cabinet. Well, man, you ain't asking for a recipe. You asked me for me to come cook the damn thing. Come on. Dude, just why would you ask for a recipe if you know you only got those 3 or 4 things? Obviously, the likelihood that I know that you got those 3 or 4 things in your damn cabinet, that's all you're working with, is about nothing. 0. So don't do that. Don't do it, man. If you just do your research. Do your research. Prepare for your meal. How about that one? Do what I do. Shop 2 to 3 days in advance. If I know I'm going to cook chicken and broccoli, guess what I got to have? Some damn broccoli. Guess what also I got to have? Some damn chicken. Guess what I also need? Probably the seasoning. Come on, man. It's a little bit of planning, but don't come to someone out of the blue and be like, hey, man, you got a recipe for X, Y, or Z? Yeah, man, it's right here. I've shot a video for it, and good luck. Let me know how it works out. Oh, yeah, I don't like any of those ingredients. All right, cool. Go somewhere else. Because that's what I'm going to tell you. All right, cool, bro. Go find another recipe. Google is your friend. Google it. Do you use it? Please use it. Here's the other side of that one. This one drives me even madder. You ready? You ready? Here it goes. I just went to your website. I don't like that you use a certain brand of rub in that recipe. I don't think I should have to buy that rub. Well, I really don't give a flying rip if you buy that rub or not. However, comma, if I'm doing a recipe for that site, guess what I'm going to use? Probably that brand of rub. You know why? Because they pay good money for it. Right? Why would I not develop something that goes in line with that company? Why would I not? You got to ask yourself that. Why would I not? I'm not doing it as a disservice to you. I'm doing it as a service. As a service. Because I have built a recipe that works specifically for those sauces and for those rubs. You can't be mad at me for that. Well, I don't like any recipe on any brand site that says that, you know, you got to use anything other than salt and pepper. Then don't go to that brand site, bro. How about developing your own? How about putting some time in? Right? Come on now. You know, I just don't get that one at all. I want a recipe. I want you to spoon feed me, except I want to give you all these variables that you must comply with and you owe it to me to do. That ain't how this world works, man. And if it is, that ain't how I was taught. And if it is, man, I don't know that I even want to play that game. No one owes me anything. You don't owe me nothing to be here to watch this. That's just how it is. You're here on your own volition, your own free will. That's how we set it up. That's why we have Independence Day up in America right now, right? Right? You're here because either you laugh at me, you find value in what I got to say, or you feel sorry for me. I'm okay with all three of those. Just hit the like and subscribe button, okay? That's how it is. It's cool. I hope it's because you like what I have to say and that you find value in what I've got to say. But understand that nothing's owed to anyone in this world, especially in America. We're given every opportunity to earn everything that we want, and that's what makes us great. And when we come at someone like we're owed, that breaks down what America is to me, and I can't stand it, and it drives me crazy, and that's why I get heated. So, please don't do that. Please, please, please. Understand, Google is your friend. There's a million free recipes out there on rubs that you can learn how to make rubs yourself, and you can tailor it to exactly how you want it. Okay? Do that. And substitute that rub in for your recipe. No one's mad at you for that. It's your food. No one even knows you did it. If you go to my website and download my freaking recipe or watch my video, and then you go and use, I don't know, Weber rubs on it, I'm never going to know. Do I think their rubs stink? Yeah, kind of. But that's your business. You know, it's just that simple. It's just that simple, guys. No one's watching you. No one has to agree with you. No one owes you anything. And that, to me, is what makes America great. And that, to me, is why I do this. Because we have the choice to like what we want to like, to do what we want to do, to pursue what we want to pursue, and be all that we want to be. But no one has to feel like they owe it to you to give you those things. They're earned. They're not given. And, you know, I hope you take that away from this, because that is serious. That's for real. Nothing I've ever gotten in this life has been given. I've had to elbow people out of the way. I've had to fight for it. I've had to be mean for it. I've had to do other things, but no one ever gave it to me except for one thing, the opportunity. Right? We're all given opportunity. We're all given the gift of free will. And we're all given the gift of freedom, being blessed to be born in this country. You know, so don't overlook that. Don't forget that. Always appreciate that. And be sure to take a minute to love your brothers and sisters and come together. I know this podcast or this channel, especially this series, 5 Things, is a little bit about talking trash, but the reality is it's really more about sharing things that I laughed at or that irked me, and it's in an effort to bring us all together and to let me vent, right? So anyway, got a little serious there for a minute. I don't want it to end on that note. Hey, we got some really cool things coming from the Pitmaster Shane D channel. If you don't know about them, please order one of the shirts. That helps me keep doing this. It's a cool shirt. I'm really proud of that shirt. I got a couple more designs in mind if I can get this first order done. We need about 15 more shirts ordered, and then we can keep doing this. Also got the Dow Strong Omega Series Santoku knife to give away. That's happening at 1,000 subscribers. We're at about 400 right now. Got 600 to go, guys. Share it. Tell your friends if you enjoy what's going on. If you don't, I just keep the knife. If I don't ever get to 1,000, it's cool. So I like that knife, and it doesn't hurt me to have two. But I would rather give it away to you. All right, friends. Happy Independence Day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Tell your ma, tell your pa, tell your cousins from Arkansas that I'm Pitmaster Shane D, and we'll catch you next time.